Well, hey everybody. Welcome to episode 20 of Songs and Stories from Camp Cronin. For those of you who have been with me here from the beginning, that is awesome. Anyone who has missed an episode here or there, no worries. They're stockpiled at the REO Facebook page, REOSpeedwagon.com, on the REO YouTube channel, and heaven knows where else. But we're having fun here, so glad to have you. Thanks. And in honor of this 20th episode milestone, I am instituting a new feature here on Songs and Stories, a little thing I like to call the Drinking Glass du Jour. This week, featuring the Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers. Cheers. My family and I have been Los Angeles Laker fans for years. We are enjoying the NBA playoffs. We're fans of the entire NBA. There's so many great teams all around the country. And I'm a proud NBA fan. I'm very proud of the NBA players for standing up, letting their voices be heard. I think it's awesome that so many of the owners have offered up their arenas as polling places on November 3rd. Normally my family and I take a walk down the street to our local polling place and vote in person. But no matter how you vote, you can vote by mail, you can fill in a mail-in ballot and walk it down to the polling place. It's just important to vote and have faith that all of our votes will be fairly counted. It's our duty, it's our responsibility as American citizens to vote. So please let your voice be heard this year. It's very important. At any rate, we were talking last week about The Earth a Small Man, His Dog and a Chicken album. Man, we did some funky gigs in the year or two after that, playing some clubs, these out-of-the-way county fairs. Our saving grace was the fact that there were casinos popping up on Native American lands all around the country, and they were smart. They put in beautiful showrooms. They brought in country and classic rock, drew people out there, and they kind of kept us alive. But by 1994, man, we just needed a little bit of a change. And we got the idea that if we put 2 or 3 bands that had been solid headliners in the 80s on the same show, create a co-headline situation, that might be the ticket. So we were fortunate that Fleetwood Mac was up for a co-headline tour, as were Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo. And we went out that year and just did such great business. People came. We were filling amphitheaters and arenas all over the country. And the following year, in 1995, we teamed up with Foreigner. Lou Graham on lead vocals, man, he's just one of my favorite singers ever. Mick Jones on guitar. We were also lucky that Peter Frampton was about to mount his comeback, and he joined us. Peter is just such a great guitarist, singer, songwriter, and just a sweet human being. We went out with that package and it did even better. So REO Speedwagon was back on the map. It was an awesome time. But when we got home from the tour, we realized it had been a few years since we recorded any new music. So we went back in the studio. And I had a song that I had written about Lisa's and my 10-day rule, which meant that if I was ever on the road for longer than 10 days, she came out and saw me. But, life sometimes gets in the way of the best laid plans. And sometimes I'd end up being away for 2 or 3 weeks. And on one of those tours, on the airplane, on the ride home, I missed her so bad. And I wrote this next song. Ooh, na kiss the telephone, and I can't hug your picture. And this postcard just reminded me how far away you are. There's 2,000 miles of highway lying between us, but the way I feel tonight doesn't seem like all that far. 'Cause when I get home, I know the first thing we're gonna do. When I get home, I'm gonna turn my body loose on you. It's been so long, I've been so true. I want you when I get home. Ooh, nah, now. Ooh, nah, now. Ooh, nah, now. Woo! Now if I could, I'd order you for breakfast every morning. There'd be a headline story about you in my USA Today. And every in-flight movie feature you in all your glory. And into your friendly skies, this airplane would carry me away. But when I get home, I know the first thing we're gonna do. When I get home, body loose on you. It's been so long, I've been so true. I want you when I get home. Now you couldn't move and leave no fold in your dress. Could be living on the moon, but I know just where you are, I don't have to guess. You're waiting up for me and praying that I'll be home safe and soon. Yeah. Oh yeah. When I get home. Now, if you're paying close attention, you may notice that my guitar currently only has 5 strings. So in order to play in this tuning, gotta lose that bottom string. It's Keith Richards' idea. It's kind of his tuning, called an open G. But when you play in an open tuning, you kind of got to make up new chord forms, which is what I did. And it opens up a whole new horizon for songwriters. So I recommend it. Anyway, so this Saturday, Holly has decided to take a week off from Holly Picks because Josh and Shane are turning 21 on Friday. Now, we had originally planned to be in Laughlin, Nevada with Sammy Hagar and Sir Please opening the show. That's Josh and Shane's band. But as you all know, the touring business is, we just can't do it right now. But we'll be back. So everybody just keep wearing those masks. Try to keep your social distance. And we'll get through this pandemic. That's the way we're going to do it. Got to stick together, and things are going to get better. So, see you a week from Thursday right here on Songs and Stories, and a week from Saturday with the biggest Holly Picks extravaganza yet. Still in the process of working out the details. I'll let you know as the information becomes available. So, stay safe, everyone. On behalf of Bruce, Neil, Dave, and Brian, much love from REO Speedwagon's family to all your families. And we will see you soon. Thanks, everybody.